Yep. So again, you do not need to write word for word. That would take way too long. Pick one bullet point for each thing and write it down. Read it first so that way you will know which one is going to be able to stick to your brain. We are going to talk about the example. If it helps you to have an example, yes, write it down. Awesome. So if we look at the examples, quoting word for word will most likely be on quotation marks, which we have already identified. And the good thing about using quotes is that it is best for using the words of your interviewee so that you can relate their feelings or something specific and strong, powerful that they said. And then in paraphrasing, it's more of a regular, a general summary. But it still needs to be cited. Sorry. Yep. Okay. We'll give it 30 seconds. A minute.
You said we don't have to do the example, right?
You do not have to. If it would help you, then of course. Give it another 20 seconds and we're moving on. All right. These were more like bullet points, right, of the general information. When you're writing down, you would just have bullet points. You would say, she moved from Mexico, blah, 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 and then parentheses. Yes, thank you for asking. All right, so next up, we're going to get to watch. No. Do you guys want to sleep? Yeah. Yes. Take some time to fully.
Did you read the two aloud? The two examples?
No, I did not get to read the two examples out loud. So, Haiti and Khadija asked me, would we just have it like that? And the answer is no, of course. these are just bullet points of general information that everybody knows about me, right? Or that Ms. Martinez found out about me. And I moved to Mexico, right? She learned that my biggest benefit from moving here was to become bilingual, which is very general. And then the last thing that she learned from me was that the biggest challenge back home was a competitive type of education. So how we would use this information would be kind of like to summarize everything that she learned from me. And then we would make sure that she uses parentheses and then my last name. The next one, the one that is word for word, says a lot of immigrants have that in common. Resilience and the ability to succeed in difficult times comes from experiencing the difficult times. So that's something I said to Ms. Martinez. And Ms. Martinez found that that was a little bit more powerful because I was relying what I was explaining to her how I felt about coming here and having it be very, very hard. So once again, you would want to use words for words on your interview when your interviewee is using words or feelings that might be stronger. Did I miss anything, Ms. Martinez? All right.
You're doing good up there.
Give her a ripple.
All right. So once again, in signing, we use their last name of the interviewee. So if I'm interviewing Braulio, what is your last name? Tapia. So if I were to quote him, I would use his last name, Tapia, in parentheses. All right. So the final thing you're going to do with your little sheet of paper is, now that we know exactly what paraphrasing looks like and what word for word quoting means or is or looks like, I want you guys to look back to it and make sure that what you did yesterday was somewhat similar to what we learned right now. And if not, say how you could have. No. You are just looking at what you wrote down yesterday for homework and checking to see if we did a good job at paraphrasing. And if not, what did you miss? And how can you just like briefly say, okay, I needed to add a citation, or I forgot quotes, or whatever. You can make it better. So did you have it? You didn't.
You just cut right in front. Who sits next to you? Oliva. Oh.
Then just turn it in like that.
I don't even know what he said. So he said, I have 50 children.
All right. Do we need a couple more seconds? We're ready to go? Did you guys lift up your hands? Was there somebody else in the restroom?
And then after I go in the locker to get my, they wrote the quote.
We can give it to him and he can turn it in later.
Okay. I'll give it to you then. Put him over here.
You would have been the first day of school.
Okay, yes. What did you need? Alrighty, are we ready to move on? No, the reason why we're doing this right now is because your interview is due next Tuesday, and so you will have to listen to yourself and write down word for word quotes or paraphrasing for us. Yes.
We said that if the interview is in Spanish, we don't have to like translate it all of it in English. We just have to write the correct quotes in English, right? And stuff like that.
Or how does it work again?
And you can do both, but in the final, like your final paper version, it should be
All in English.
in English.
But the video that I'm sent to you,
You do not need to transcribe it. Right.
I don't think I was
Yeah,
gonna
no.
do it.
Yeah, that's no.
All right. Thank you for asking. So now we're gonna watch a video. We're gonna watch a video, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna take notes in our notebook. I know, because we want to learn from it. Okay, so while we're listening and viewing this video, think of possible effect notes and think aloud. We have the 3.0 opportunity and the 4.0 opportunity. And the difference between them will be just one extra effect note. And then the think alouds for the 4.0, you are supposed to do text to text think alouds. So that means you're going to compare it to another text or another evidence piece that we've looked through. Anything in your packet, in your immigration packet, or any of the other things that we've looked at during this unit. Sounds good?
Wait, we have, so for the effect notes, it's one of them has to be paraphrased and then the other one has to be word for word?
Yes, thank you so much for noticing. Yes, because that's what we just learned, and so that will be another way for us to practice that. One of them should be paraphrased, and one of them should be word for word. The video is in Spanish, but it has subtitles, and so pay attention because the words will be coming up here. If you don't listen to it, then you will probably have a couple more seconds to write them down. And then we will stop in between. Okay?
You're taking, aren't you still taking it?
Emiliano, will you grab the lines for us?
Of course, what do you know?
Oh, okay, so, wait, yes, perfect. Look up here before we start. So you know how in our effect notes, we have a column for page, character, and then the quote or explanation. The video is the train, but the characters, these are the characters. So sometimes it's kind of difficult to know who's talking. Las patronas is the women that are helping the immigrants. And then, of course, the immigrants on the train. The only immigrant that we get to talk to or hear about is Narciso Villarreal. That's his last name. And then Lorena is the person, the cook, that's usually talking. Just in case you miss who is talking and you're just putting down notes, look at that and
How long is the video? Like the whole class? Yeah. The rest of the class?
maybe. Effect notes, yes.
Well, you like doing 4 for no, bro, so like, you have to do the 6. Nancy, we did it.
All right, it has started.
México. Detrás de mí están las vías. Cada año, miles de migrantes viajan por esa ruta hacia los Estados Unidos, la tierra prometida. Viajan encima de un tren que se llama La Bestia. Vamos a conocer a los migrantes y a unas mujeres.